What's up, everybody? This is going to be a different video today. It's going to be a TV review on Star Trek Voyager, and I just finished binge watching it yesterday. Took me 33 days to finish the whole 7 seasons. Pretty fucking amazing. So, off the bat, it's an 8.7 out of 10. I like it. It's really good. Some of the seasons, yeah, they have their issues. A lot of the episodes, yeah, you can skip over them to get to the main story. But if you skip those episodes, you miss a lot of rare moments and underrated gems in those episodes as well. So if you've never seen Voyager, I highly recommend you watch it. Like, it's good. I know a lot of people have issues with either Janeway being in charge, how Seven was treated, and other bullshit. But for me, I enjoyed it. I mean, like, it was so much fun rewatching this because I could not remember for the fuck of me how the hell I got back home. And yeah, I bawled at that series finale. Like, oh man, that hurt. But at the same time, like, it was really good to watch again and rediscover all this shit. I discovered that Voyager has a lot of my Draken Saga roots in it. Literally. Oh my god, so funny. There's an episode where Jason Alexander is a guest star, and he mentioned one of the aliens' names is Bebox. I'm like, that's where I got Baybox from. Okay, cool. And Tuvok and Barkley are both autistic in a sense, especially Barkley. But Tuvok, the way he does a Vulcan, definitely autistic in the mannerisms and shit. But Barkley does it more. Like, he has that shit down pat. Like, he's got the avoid eye contact, the hyper focus, the stammering, the social anxieties, being a hypochondriac, neurotic, all kinds of other shit, OCD. Like, he fits the bill for autism so easily. And it's amazing that Trek actually introduced an autistic character without even trying to. You know, it was so crazy. But with the Draken Saga references and stuff, Tuvok is definitely like Jedi Master Eve Indigo. Easily. Like, it's so crazy. I never realized it until I was watching. I was like, wow. So, yes. Which season was the roughest? I would say, like, rough in terms of getting through. I would say, let's see here, because I'm on Netflix right now looking at it. Maybe season, I'd say between 2 and 5, honestly. Because if you're new to Star Trek, you want to watch it for the whole experience and you start fresh, yeah, it's gonna be a slow burn, but it does pick up over time. Like, I couldn't remember a lot of things. Like, I remembered Seven joining, I remember the Kazon, the Hirogen, the Borg, the Kremen, and little other things, but I couldn't remember like their order of events. So rewatching it, I learned a lot. What was something that was a huge takeaway from this? Oh yeah, the secondary characters, Ensign Wildman, um, the 3 crewmen that Janeway interacted with. Their takeaways because, well, their takeaways and give. Well, no, yeah, their takeaways and they're good. They're takeaways because they didn't get enough development. They're good because they're actually getting, some story to them. Ensign Wildman, definitely an underrated character because she they finally started working on secondary characters in Voyager. And I know they did a lot of work in DS9. Now, I haven't rewatched DS9 yet, so. But I did watch DS9 years ago, and I did love it. I just don't remember, like, the whole motherfucking setup for it, so I'll have to rewatch that eventually. Oof. But yeah, that depression shit hit me hard last night. Ooh. Hurt. So, yeah, they pretty much wrote Ensign Wildman off way too soon. Like, shit. Ugh. And the character evolutions for everybody kind of tapered off, too, after, I'd say... Everyone's evolutions tapered off around season 5 or 6. But the evolutions kept going with Doc. So that was cool. Like, yeah. Out of all the characters, I like Doc. I also like Tuvok. I mean, I like them all, but like my top picks would definitely be Doc, Tuvok, and Seven. And then Janeway and Chakotay. Torres is alright. Tom's okay. Kim's alright. The Hirogen, I love them. They're one of my favorite enemies in the show. Easily one of my favorites. It was nice seeing the Rock guest star too. That was cool. But yeah, if you were to take half the show, half of it, literally, like the subplot episodes, just cut those out and you leave the rest of it, that's pretty much the main story. So, out of all these episodes, because there's a lot to watch, man. Whew. But it was a lot of fun at the same time. Did Voyager bring the dark factor? Yes, they brought the dark factor, but then it kind of tapered off after a while. They didn't really stick with it like TNG did and DS9. The crew compliment. Every fucking time. No matter what, without fail, the crew compliment is always 150 or more. No matter, every time they have an incident, 12 crew members have died. And then next episode, we have a crew member compliment of 150. It's so funny. My favorite quote from this show. Captain, it appears we have lost our sex appeal. Oh, God, that was so funny. There's a lot of gems in this series. I love it so much. And I've also found Star Wars references in this as well. Not just my fanfic, but, what were they? Quarren and Nar Shaddaa. Yeah. I screen capped that shit, too. What else? What's my favorite outfit that Seven wore? Definitely not the silver one. Oh, man, I felt the suffocation on that shit. Ugh. Gross. And why the fuck was she wearing a waist trainer for? Jesus Christ. Ugh. Nasty. I liked the blue with gray sleeves. That was my favorite suit that she had. That was my favorite one. And the earth tone one that she had, the puce. That was nice too. But yeah, all the other ones, whatever. I'm kind of surprised she didn't go with a faux hawk. I mean, yeah, she has long hair and shit, but the way she had it tied up and everything, she would look good with a faux hawk. Speaking of hair, I like how they fucked up Janeway's hair. What was that, season 2, I think? Yeah, season 2, she got a haircut. Wasn't supposed to get a haircut. That was so funny. I was like, wow, she got a haircut. And then the next episode, she's got it bundled up again. Like, somebody wasn't supposed to cut their damn hair. I miss her long hair, but then again, she looks good with it short. The ponytail, that was cool. I wish Chakotay would have kept the gray. That would have made it, makes him look more distinguished, but whatever. Um, which season was the best? Season 4 for sure. Definitely, yeah, season 4 was really good. But season 5 had a hell of a great gem episode with 2, Drone. That is one of my top favorites. But my number one pick was it in 7? Not Unimatrix. Yeah, Flesh and Blood. That's my number one pick. That was amazing. That was so good. So yeah, Flesh and Blood, Drone. I named off a couple of top picks because I had made a whole thread on Twitter about this shit. Whole thread. I'm gonna put the link in the box for that too, so you can check it out. Because that was amazing. It's just my straight thoughts and observations while I watched the entire series. It took me 33 days from January 15th to February 18th yesterday. Fun times. Oh my. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, Nightingale is an underrated gem. Let's see these episodes there. Phage really kicked off the dark factor, but they didn't really stick with the dark factor though. That's really sad. Like when you watch Voyager, it starts off, they're trapped 70,000 light years from home. So right off the bat, you have isolationism, claustrophobia, um, cabin fever, and a bunch of other shit. And it's hard to. Ouch. Oh, that felt good. Ooh, it really felt good. In a way, Janeway handled that was really good. There's my fucking jug. Come on. The way Janeway handled everything was so good. I like that. What was really impressive is when Tom lost his rank and didn't get it back for an entire season. That was pretty good. Cass is an underrated character who I think died off. They killed her off way too quickly. Like, it was interesting. Plus, the age difference and shit in species, like, that was really interesting as well. Like, if that was society today, they'd be condemned like a motherfucker. Speaking of species, I do love the random species they've encountered over the course of their whole 7-year journey. It's amazing. Each one was unique. The cultures were so organically original and very intricate. And I like that intricacy a lot. I got a belch and it's stuck. Damn. It'll come out later. Yeah, every species had something new to offer, and I like that a lot. One of the things that they really fucked up with was not having, not accepting other species as help in upgrading the ship and stuff. Like, that was stupid. Like, if you're stranded in a quadrant and you're trying to get supplies and shit, and yeah, they did do some trading, but not a whole lot. You need to, capitalize on that shit, or else you're gonna get fucked over. Best underrated character would have to go to Seska. Easily Seska. Like, Seska is the Ensign Rowe of Voyager, easily. And I say that because a lot of like in TNG, you had Chief O'Brien, Kikyo, and Worf carry over into DS9. That was smart fucking writing. That's smart shit right there. Because they didn't get enough story. And it's kind of interesting that they brought Worf over. That was pretty surprising to me. But for O'Brien and Kikyo in DS9, that was really smart because, they deserved a lot more. But with Seska, like, she didn't get a lot of time, but she got enough to where she warrants, being underrated and memorable. Like Ensign Rowe, because I remember a lot of people I talked to said that Ensign Rowe deserved a lot better. She should have had more of a story and whatever. So, yeah. Why did Doc get the best evolution in the show? Honestly, it's hard to every time you see him, it's really hard to differentiate him being a hologram from being a human. It's really hard. And Robert Picardo did so well with that shit. Like, it's baffling to me. Like, it was so good seeing all those intrinsic layers of him come together and watch him fully evolve into who he's supposed to be. I'm actually surprised Robert and Brent Spiner haven't written a book about Data and Doc, honestly, because they're literally two halves of they're literally two parts of a pie chart, honestly, or two halves of a whole, I should say. Because Data is struggling to become human, which he's already done, but Doc is also, the personification of being a human, honestly. Like, he has all these inherited traits, and he's literally evolved his programming so far that, now he's an emergency command hologram, which I fucking love. That was beautiful. That was so awesome. Like, when was that? That was, I think season 6 or 7. She implemented that into him. And it was so beautiful. I was so happy about that shit. What else was there? I mean, like, the crew evolves, but a lot of them, like I said, they tapered off. But the best evolution episode that I enjoyed was Prototype. Prototype, I would say, is underrated for B'Elanna in terms of, she created something new and then had to destroy it, which really sucks because everybody knows how that feeling is. Like, you create something that's wholly yours and original, and then you have to destroy it or get rid of it because it doesn't go with what others think of it or they like. So yeah, I felt that pain. Like, that hurt a lot. Oh yeah, now I remember. Tuvix. Yeah, that fucking episode. That is definitely one of the highest rated episodes and most debates I've ever heard about. I didn't understand it. I'm like, why the fuck is everybody bitching about Tuvix? And then I watched it, and yeah, that was sad. Like, yeah, Tuvix is definitely an interesting paradigm because you have two people that made one person, but at the same time, people outside. Tension. Yeah, you have two people who made one person in a transporter accident. And then over the course of a few weeks, he's become a part of the crew, and then there's a way to bring them both back, and it's, basically murder. I mean, I see both sides of that coin. It's like, one, Tuvix has rights, but two, they want their crew members back. So I understand that. I totally understand, why that hurts so much and how difficult that really is. Yeah, like I like Tuvix. Like that was one of my favorite episodes, but not as favorable as Flesh and Blood with the holograms. Like that was more appealing to me and more in depth and whatnot. I still wish they would have done more where you could have had there's a lot of stuff they could have worked on easily, God. I wish they would have done a follow-up on Doc's hologram rights. That would have been nice. What else? Seven and Chakotay's relationship. I know that was thrown in there at last minute, but it would have been nice to have seen that expanded on, honestly. Because I did not know they had a relationship. That was brand new to me. I was like, wow, okay. What was a really shitty episode? I'd have to say Q2. Like, that was kind of weak because it just didn't really have... I don't know, like, it was good, but compared to, like, the whole Q saga, that was, like, the weakest episode, honestly. Hmm. I'm not sure. Like, Future's End was good. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. I remember now. Dumbass. Such a retard. I tagged a bunch of different people that guest starred and stuff, and some of them actually liked my tweets. In Future's End, where they go back in time, that had Ed Begley Jr. Yeah, and he liked the tweet. It's awesome. I love Ed. He is the quintessential easy bad guy type person. He really is. If he's ever made a villain, like he makes it, compelling, but also ends it on humor. And I love the shit out of it. That was so funny. I like the introduction of female Q. That was dope. I like that. I want more of that. Like shit. I mean, yeah. Oh, that's right. Now I remember what I said about Q. Q also is an introduction of pronouns, basically. Like Q is basically pronouns because even though there's male and female, most of it is just they're based on one letter, and that's it. Literally. So I would guess that make them binary in a sense, I guess. I don't know. I haven't researched all that shit because I'm just like, people are throwing pronouns around like it's candy. Like, this is my pronoun. Don't offend me. But, whatever. I like the episode where Tora, it was Phage, where she got separated. That was pretty harrowing as well. That whole episode was dark as fuck, like Jesus Christ. Like he carved the motherfucker's face off and put it on his own. Now you'll like me. Like, nah, dude. I liked his face on his face, not the other way around. God. I like Voyager. It's a great ship. I like the upgrades to it. I think it's bullshit that took the Borg upgrades off of it. That really made me mad. Um, wow. I mean, there was a lot about this show. Like, Seven's evolution. Almost every episode, there's a part of her that shines, and you learn more about her. And I like that, especially when they found her parents' ship. That was a real hardcore blow. Like I saw that PTSD kicking in, and I was like, "Damn!" I felt that. That hurt a lot. Um. Oh yeah, in the Flash. I forgot about that. That was a good one too. With Species 8472 running that facility. That was a pretty good episode. I like that. Um. Once Upon a Time is definitely one of those underrated episodes with Ensign Wildman and getting actual screen time for a change. Like, huh. Like that was nice. And then you had Naomi Wildman as well, her daughter, and Flotter and I can't remember the motherfucker's name. Trico? No, not Trico. Something I forget. But yeah, I remember those, and I wanted that damn doll she had. Timeless. That's the one. Yeah, time. I'm going through the seasons trying to remember everything I liked. Yeah, Timeless was one of my another top fave because that really showed like because they yo-yoed through time in this season. They went back and forth in time. And I was trying, and it drove me nuts because I always was running my calculator to figure out what fucking year it was. Um, but yeah, Timeless is another great one that I enjoyed a lot. Because that was when Kim fucked up with the flyer and crashed Voyager into ice. And they spent 15 years trying to get back to avoiding that slipstream shit. And I do love the technology as well. That was amazing. Um, like all the technology they had, really just mind-blowingly amazing. I loved it. Um, oh yeah, where are you at? Yeah, Gravity. That's a really good episode because yeah, Paris and Tuvok and the Doc are stuck on a planet, and the time zones are different. Like it's totally different. Like in real time on Voyager, it's only been half an hour, but on the planet, it's been months. And I like that time differential. That's what the word is, time differential. Idiot. Ugh. Ouch. That's better. Uh, a lot of the two-part episodes are good. They could have been expanded into a whole season like Year of Hell. And I recently found out Year of Hell was going to be a whole season. Now, that concept would have been badass, but for 1997, 98, yeah, it was 97. That wouldn't have worked out. But then again, that wouldn't have been that whole concept of the whole season of depression wouldn't have been realized till 2017 with 13 Reasons Why season 1. Yeah, ain't that some shit? Like the idea for that wouldn't be realized for a whole 20 years yet. But they started that idea in 97. So see, it's fun to look back and be like, hey, Voyager was a touchstone for 13 Reasons Why in that respect. Um Let's see here. Yeah, Think Tank, that's what it was called. Oh yeah, Someone to Watch Over Me. That was a beautiful episode too. All these episodes were great. But some of them just, they didn't stick out like they should have. Or they stuck out like they did, but then they didn't work the way they should have. Survival Instinct's great. Uh, hmm. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on there. Oh, the Voyager Conspiracy. Oh, that was fun. I love that one. Where Seven's like got all these different conspiracy theories going on and shit. That was a lot of fucking fun. I love that. And then Troy and Barkley. Oh, it was so much fun. But I did like, yeah, coming back to Barkley being autistic. Like, that was awesome seeing that. Like, for me, like, I'm autistic, so seeing that play out, I'm like, he's autistic. I recognize that shit. I know them. I do that sometimes. It was crazy. And then Fairhaven, I love that. That's definitely one of my soft favorites in the series. Like, Fairhaven was a great holodeck story, and I love that. I'm glad the Hirogen got by far the most evolution in an alien species in a show over the Borg, honestly. Like, that was really nice. What else was there? I mean, there was so much shit, like, I mean, it's like, you go through all these episodes and there is a lot to go through. Kes coming back was nice, but I don't know. I mean, it was cool, but it was great. The Haunting of Deck 12. Unimatrix Zero, highly underrated. Dark too, but amazing. Oh yeah, the shuttlecraft race in Drive. That was good. I like the uniforms in that. Those were really cool. Let's see. Barkley is a hologram. Oh, stop. Damn. Workforce was okay. Q2. Arthur. I love that one. So good. Friendship one, that's good. And Renaissance Man was great. No, stop. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of great episodes on this, but there's tons of fucking funny parts in this show. What else was there that I liked? Janeway's Eyebrows game. What?
We're taking that.
Okay. Yeah, definitely, yeah, Janeway's eyebrow game. For sure, her eyebrow game was shit. So, yeah, and I'll throw the thread in the box, because it's a lot more to it and everything. But how's the pacing of the show altogether? Definitely good. It definitely stuck the landing, for sure. But like I said, there's episodes you can skip over easily. Like, if you just want to get to a certain point in the show, just go to that point easily. Oh yeah, people who like my tweets, I forgot about that. So Ed Bigley Jr., he liked it. Kirkwood Smith, who played the Kremen leader, he liked my tweet as well. Because I said, What did I say? Oh, because he ganked RoboCop and Voyager, so that makes he's got he got big dick energy for that. That's awesome. Um, but yeah, Voyager definitely like ranking the shows from what I've watched. Voyager, Discovery, TNG. I know Voyager, Discovery, Picard, TNG, DS9, Enterprise. Oh no, screw Enterprise because I haven't watched that yet. But that's my rank so far. What I watched. But yeah, I like them. They're good. Voyager will always be one of those that it sticks out good because you got a female captain. That's awesome as fuck. A more diverse crew, and that was one thing that I really liked was the diversity with Chakotay, especially with Chakotay because they did a lot with his Native American heritage. I love that. It was beautiful. Um, Torres being biracial, that made me happy as fuck because growing up, I sort of did look up to her actually, thinking about it. Because like, oh look, there's me on TV. Cool. Um, but yeah, definitely like the MVP of this show would have to be Doc and Tuvok. Honestly, like both of them are great fucking characters. Um, Doc for evolving his program to crazy limits. It's so crazy how good he evolved. Um, what was one thing they did wrong? Because there's a lot of stuff I don't know about Voyager that I don't really ask about because I'm just like I'm gonna watch it and enjoy it. Um, a lot of the stories they had, there were a lot of two-parters they did that could have been a whole season or a couple episodes worth. Um, I wish Year of Hell had been a whole season. That would have been great. Um, because that would have been so depressing. Oh man, oof. I like the dynamics between Janeway and Seven, Janeway and Chakotay, Tuvok and Seven, especially Tuvok and Seven. They would have made a great fucking couple, honestly. Doc and Seven. Who else? I noticed a lot of them didn't really interact as much with each other as they should have, which would have been nice, but oh well. Um, hmm. I wish Voyager had a saucer separation. I really do. Like, just looking at the design, it could have a separation sequence, but oh well. And that bitch looks beautiful with a blade of armor. And so did Janeway Shuttle in Admiral Janeway Shuttle in Endgame. I love that. I was like, oh shit, armor. And getting to see the Negvar ships too. Oh, they're so pretty. Mm. Um, yeah, I can't think of anything else. I'll probably think of something like, oh, I'm done. So that's about how I feel for Voyager. It's a good series. It has its issues, but overall, it's worth the watch. Honestly, it's really good. Um, what was that one moment? I can't remember. There was one moment where Janeway went full fucking Ripley on the ship, and I forget what episode that was. That was so awesome. Ripley from Aliens, if you don't get the reference. I love that. And it was interesting to see how the uniform comes together. I didn't know it was a three-piece setup. I didn't know it was the outer shell shirt and then a tank top underneath. I'm like, damn, that's fucking hot. Shit. I'd be baking my ass off in that. Ugh. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of out on that. So, I hope you enjoy this as much as I did. So, I'm gonna upload this motherfucker. I'm gonna put the link to the thread in the box so you can kick back and read the whole thread because it is a lot. Oh man, it was a lot of fun rewatching this show. And then there's books and tie-in comics as well. So that's cool. Am I gonna read those books? I'll probably look up the synopsis and just find out what it's all about. Honestly, because I'm not in the mood to sit back and read books. Yeah. Comics, I might check the comics. I don't know. But I'm glad. I'm glad they're home. I'm glad they're safe. And yeah, I'm just excited. Like it's amazing. It's a great fucking series. And it's a harrowing 7-year journey too. Crazy. Uh, oh, and the Prometheus. Oh, that was a bitchin' ship. Love that fucking thing. Definitely, I love the hell out of that. And Dr. Zimmerman. That was fun. God, there's so many good moments in this series. Like, oh, I love it. So, yeah. So I'm gonna off here, upload this fucker, and I'll be back probably sometime this weekend. So, till next time, like and subscribe for thoughts and prayers.